on the Corvette, the twin turboed, candy red, wide body Z06, and we're wrapping up all the turbo stuff that we did in the back, all the fabrication, suspension. We're just gonna go through that, make sure that we didn't miss anything, torquing everything down. And the goal is today is to get it together, running, check for leaks, and get it off, get it aligned, because with all those arms being messed with, the alignment's going to be way off. And then we are going to go and get it to a show tomorrow morning. There's a big Cars and Coffee out here that's once a month, and that is tomorrow. And at the end of that, we will end up sharing with you how much it cost me to upgrade the turbos and kind of build a whole new setup there, as well as all of the suspension. And we'll see what this overall kind of refresh cost me. All right, so we got our new water pump in. As I was going through everything, I had a bunch of leaks and stuff on the engine, and I saw some coolant leaking. Not for sure that the water pump was actually bad, but is old and nasty. I had to pull it anyway, so I went ahead and I got a new water pump. We're gonna throw this water pump in. For some reason, and it is gonna work out, it's got a massive pulley on here. It is all gonna fit, but you know, go big or go home, I guess. It looks like it's for some sort of engine with a supercharger, but everything will line up and work. So we're gonna get that back together. Hoping we get this motor all together tonight. All right, here she goes. We got our gaskets. Keep that thing on there.
Look at that. Nice, brand new, OEM.
Yeah. After buying all of these exotic parts, you buy stuff for the Corvette and LS stuff, and it feels like it's super cheap. You get a whole water pump for the cost of a couple gaskets.
Yeah, or a piece of foam.
Dinner time.
I was gonna say. Dinner ready.
Come on, kids.
A little bit of what we got going on here.
It's kind of nice to work on a old school proper V8.
Right? In the front of the car. You've been
It's
working
like
on,
easy, yeah.
been working on a lot of cars with the engine in the back lately.
What's the name, kid? Venom 1000?
Got some
1000,
valve
yeah.
covers going on.
That was unheard of. Sheet metal intake. So we want to hook up these hoses in the back before we slide it.
Is there
So you need a wrench for that fuel line?
Yeah. See, I don't even have that long. Doing this thing. It doesn't even fit the engine back.
Okay, so we're just kind of wrapping up, getting coolant and starting to get everything bled. So a little recap, we pulled the intake, we pulled the valve covers. I ended up pulling all of the oil pump system. So there's the wiring, all of the oil lines. We had an oil line that went to each valve cover, and we pulled all of that out, plugged and capped everything. And then I had some oil leaks. I had some oil leaks under the front, a coolant leak. I ended up replacing the water pump, and as well as one of the gaskets for the valve covers. We just replaced the valve cover gaskets as well. Hopefully that'll kind of seal everything up, get it so that it's not leaving a nice fat puddle like it was. And that's kind of more the maintenance stuff that we were doing. We'll kind of show you pulling the intake and some of that part of it and cleaning it all up.
So, after putting the car on the ground, we realized it sits a little lower than we want. So, gotta do some fine adjustments here.
It's really fun, hard to get into.
Yeah. A little bit of a tight squeeze in there, but
Oh, shit.
well, seems even lower now.
Well, I think it wasn't, it was all the way off the lift before. I mean, it looks sick.
Yeah, it does.
It, not gonna be so great to drive.
Yeah, no.
To my fenders and to my tires.
Yeah, you might pop the fender out over there.
You gotta move it like an inch at least.
Yeah. All right, let's see how she does.
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Crackling.
Yeah.
Pretty good. So the hope is that we'll get everything sorted, get this aligned obviously, and then we're going to go do another dyno and go through the tune. Not only is it going to kind of meet the tune because these turbos flow a whole lot more, but we're going to obviously want to turn the boost up.
Oh yeah.
Hoping for somewhere around 15 pounds. See what kind of power it makes at that.
Wow, the sound of the turbo is crazy. Get a lot more spooling sound.
Yeah. Well, and I'm hoping that the turbos kind of loosen up more. We'll see. Get some heat.
Wow, what a difference.
Yeah, good. Everything doing okay. Got good oil pressure.
Nice.
I got an anti-lock brake thing, so I don't know. Maybe there's a plug or a sensor or something. Maybe I missed plugging back in.
Oh yeah.
Active handling. In the McLaren, it would make it go into limp mode. I guess it just says your active handling's off.
Yep, you're on your own.
You know what that means? Drift mode.
Yes, sir.
One goes out, and one comes back. It's like a revolving door, just with all the same vehicles. Blow them up, fix them,
Enjoy them.
enjoy them, blow them up again. That's pretty much seems to be the cycle.
Yeah.
I really try not to blow stuff up. Like, I want to just keep this stuff running, but holy smokes. So I am curious now with it just sitting here idling. Let's see if we're getting more movement out of the turbos. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're spinning now. Oh yeah.
Hey. Nice.
Are those two turbos? Yes. That's awesome. Thanks. It actually has pretty decent stance with where we got the suspension now that it's all like settled.
Yeah. No, that looks really good actually.
This is rubbing a little bit here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Probably in this little inner fender piece. Yeah, overall though, I mean the side profile is nice. Solid. Oh yeah. You definitely get a lot of engine, but
Yeah.
on the spool down you get the nice turbo
I know, I
noise.
can hear that.
Oh no, they're still spinning.
Really?
Yeah, you can hear it too.
Ooh, that's just from idling.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's just like the Lambo turbos.
Yeah.
They're like continuing to go and go and go.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, they definitely freed up.
Yeah.
Oilless turbos.
One
Totally
good.
sick.
Yeah, one good heat cycle.
Comp turbos. Yeah.
It's the way
Now
to
we
go.
just got to see what kind of power difference they make. Let's put this out there. You know, we've been running a Lambo with the back end hanging out. Should I do a diffuser or make my own or modify the existing that really shows all the turbo stuff like what's on here now, but it's just a little more finished? Or should I throw like the stock diffuser on? What do you think? What do you think I ought to do? What do you think would be cool?
Personally, it would be so cool to have, like you were talking about before, have that cut back a little bit and expose the wastegates and the bigger pipe.
Yeah, at least maybe all of this from like the wastegates, all of this stuff,
Yeah.
so you see all of it.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Yeah. We didn't quite make it to get in alignment, but it did run and nothing blew up. And I'm coming back and I don't have a rod knock. That's really great too.
All right, we will pick this up at Cars and Coffee.
See you in the morning. Did you slam your finger in the door? Did you slam your finger in the door?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Alright, so we are actually got to go get fuel first.
Make it look so easy to drive this thing.
Well, this clutch is like so much easier than the Lambo one.
Yeah, I know, that's
You know?
saying something too, because this grabs hard too.
The Lambo clutch, the clutch itself is a lot stiffer and a lot more like just fully like on and off.
Yeah.
And then the throttle is a lot more touchy. Like you just barely give it any throttle and it's like, it's like you're totally trying to rev it hard. This turbo setup's pretty cool. I really like the sound of the turbos now a lot better. You know, I talked about how the old turbos, they sounded almost like they were like little vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
They were just so small, and these ones they have like a proper turbo noise,
Oh yeah.
which is pretty cool. And then with that exhaust being so much bigger,
Bigger and shorter.
yeah, bigger and shorter. Sometimes not a good combination.
Yeah, not
you
so
know,
much sometimes.
short and stubby.
Some made for the other way around, but it's alright.
But I'm liking the new setup for sure. The suspension seems to be pretty good too. It actually doesn't ride like crazy rough, which is awesome for being coilovers. And we still need to go and get this thing aligned. I did a measuring tape alignment because when we were driving it was starting to shred the tires so bad, and it was really like just darting around because the tires were so far out of tow.
Trying to walk away from itself.
Still to go straight, the steering wheel's off a little bit, but at least I'm not just destroying my Cup 2 tires.
Yeah.
It's amazing, you know, how cool the oil is staying. And I mean, I got paint on the radiators in the front. I mean,
all the YouTube mechanics.
you know, that should be like really heating that oil up so fast.
Right? I know, you'd think it'd be insulating it.
Oh my gosh. That's like freaking brain damage. All those stupid comments from people. Like,
Yeah. Just keeps going.
but
too.
I'm thankful for the comment. Make a bad comment, make a good comment, make a rude comment, whatever. Just go for it.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be nice back to you regardless. of whatever you give to me. All right, we're going by the police station. Probably want to keep it under wraps. Going by, you know, the popos. Oh, some turbo.
Yeah, I definitely get a lot more slow with these ones.
Oh yeah, but I can't wait to get this thing tuned, and we'll get it on the dyno. So probably one of the next videos that we'll end up doing is this thing getting tuned and getting on dyno, see what kind of power numbers it makes. My goal, even though I mean I've got 2,200 horse worth of turbo. Thank you again, Comp Turbo, to your oilless turbos. I'm loving not having all that. The goal for this is about what the Lambo makes horsepower wise. If I can, you know, I'd like to make about 1,000 at the tires, which is about 1,200 at the crank. You know, this thing already, even with these monster Cup 2 tires and all of that, it fights for traction. To a certain degree, the big number is just for bragging rights. I know it's really not realistic for what I'm using it for, and I really don't need it, but I think it's cool.
Yeah, of course.
That's why I'm doing it. So, and frankly, I build the crap myself, and if I decide I want it different, I'll build it different. And more than likely, this will be one of many different combinations I do with this car. Always have these bright, bad ideas.
Definitely bright.
Bad, good ideas. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Just have it at gate pressure, which is like 6, it's limited to like 6 or 7 pounds, basically nothing right now. Oh, that burble too.
Yeah.
It had it before, but this is like so much deeper.
Yeah.
Now with that,
more pronounced.
Yeah, that other pipe, I think that's just sick. Probably the biggest thing, if I can get to it, that's on the list for this car, especially because of the white wheels, is the carbon brakes.
Yeah, from the ZR1.
Yeah, I think that would complete the package, like performance-wise. So it's kind of comparable to the 720 and all of that as far as that whole package. And then also because with these white wheels, I really love the way that they look, and I think they look really cool, but they get so dirty so fast.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's like one drive and you gotta wipe them down again.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And I could see at some point maybe doing a different set of wheels or something on it too, just to change things up. I really like the wheel and the style of it, but when I had them before, they were just like a matte black, and the wheel and the design and everything just kind of went away.
Yeah.
You really didn't see it, you know, especially filming or anything. It just looked the same color as everything else, and you really though we have broken equipment, we will continue.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where I left off, but I was talking about the Lambo. But the goal is now with this being off of the 2-post lift, we'll get the Lambo off, and I've got some friends. You know, my buddy Ethan that's been in some of our other videos. He's coming. He's going to help us pull the motor and get it all tore down. Probably Andrew as well. And we get to see. You know, maybe this will be one of the first few times that on YouTube of having a UGR built engine tore apart and see the guts.
Yeah.
You know,
That'll be cool.
So I promised you that I would share with you what all of this cost me. Some of you might think it's like a lot of money. Some of you might think, oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that for that cheap. So the turbo system, all of the turbo fabrication, everything that I did in the back was $4,476, which $3,613 was for those two comp turbos. Those are awesome comp oilless turbos, and those are, for anybody wanting the size, those are a 6871, and those have a 106 AR exhaust housing on. So I think that's pretty decent for 2200 horse capable turbo setup. And then we had the coilovers. I got some BC coilovers, which they were actually my son's. I got from him. They were only about 6 months old. I paid him $750 for those. And then all of the bushings. So we did all new arms with the bushings, and I got those from my same buddy Daniel. And I got those for $600. Just the bushing kit alone new is like almost $1,400. I looked it up. And then the engine, I went through and did a bunch of gaskets, and I had a leaky water pump and all of that. That was only a couple $100. So it brought my total to, with everything that I did on this last round, $6,026. So not cheap, but I think for everything I did, pretty dang good, you know. Special thanks to everybody out there that's been coming and helping me here. We got my buddy Andrew and Trevor and my boys, Evan and that come and help and donate their time to come hang out with me and joke around and have some fun. So I'm hoping that this just sticks around for a little bit, not being broke, and I can manage to get some of these others going too, but I think we'll cut it off. And if you like this stuff, like and subscribe. It really helped me out. We're really trying to grow the channel this year, and we will see you on the next one.